Good evening. Can you hear me? It's a good morning for you, right? It's a yeah, it's afternoon for us.
Kohini ma'am, can you hear me?
Yes, now I can hear you.
Good afternoon, ma'am.
Good afternoon. Good afternoon.
This
Hope you
side
all
we
are
have
doing well. Nice to see so many children.
Thank you so much, ma'am. So nice to see you. Officially, I
Okay.
would like to welcome. I'm Dr. Nirali Singh. I'm the coordinator for this program running in the school. This is called Recognition of International Dimension in School Curriculum, run by British Council.
Nice.
So there are somewhere around 7 projects, and one of the projects is Culinary Culture Exchange, which we are doing with you. I'm really grateful, ma'am, that you have initiated this project with us. You accepted it, and on such a tight schedule, such a tight day, you have accepted to take this meeting. I'm really, really grateful, ma'am. Thank you so much for doing this. Without any further ado, I would like to kickstart the meeting because I appreciate that you have already got such a tight schedule and you are here with us for the meeting. I would not take much time. Let us start with the discussion, ma'am.
Sure, ma'am. I'll just introduce. Can you get your chairs? You can sit here and you get that chair. Come this way. You can just get it here.
So, how's the weather there, ma'am?
Oh, it's very cold. It's like almost touching zero now.
Okay. We are also in the winter season this time, but
Yeah.
it's not that that it must be in Japan. Although winters are on a full swing here too. Okay, so can I
Okay.
know their names, ma'am?
Yeah. So over here I have Uran and Seta. Both are from grade 7. Can you see them, ma'am?
Yes, ma'am, I can see
Yeah.
them.
So
Ma'am,
both are
can
from
you see
grade
my
7 and both are Japanese nationals and they have been in the school with us for a long time. And it has been a really, I mean, for them also, it will be a very enriching experience to meet people from across the borders and exchanging their notes on their food and culture. So all the best to all of you. Please have a good discussion and let us know how you like it. And hopefully, we'll see you all in Japan soon to taste the food. Huh?
definitely future?
Okay.
Keeping the fingers crossed, definitely that must happen. I have grade 6 and grade 7 children with me. Grade 6 child, Dhanusha, would take the questionnaire forward. She will be putting up questions, and the rest of my children will be answering questions put up by yours. So over to you, Dhanusha. Dhanusha, please start.
Hello everyone, good afternoon. I am Dhanusha Sandipuro, studying in grade 6 at Seth M.R. Jaipuria Bhiwadi. And today I am here to ask you some questions on food culture which is followed in Japan. My first question for you is how important is rice as an ingredient in Japan cuisine overall?
She's asking how important is rice an ingredient in Japanese cuisine?
Rice, like whenever we have a we have 3 meals in a day, breakfast, lunch, and dinner, and we usually take rice every meal. And
Okay.
yes, yeah.
My next question for you is, as rice is very important in the Japanese cuisine, are rice balls associated with any festivals, traditions, or special events?
No, it is not. Like rice bowl is like so like casual, so we don't need that festival time.
We like usually eat that like when you're little hungry, like you eat in lunch, middle, like before dinner or before sports, doing activities and stuff and so on.
Except rice, what are some common foods eaten for breakfast, lunch, and dinner in Japan?
Like
Ah,
bread and noodle. Yes.
Natto also, right?
Yes, natto.
Tofus.
Yeah, something. Rice is carbohydrates. So some other carbohydrates like
Yeah.
breads and yeah,
Noodle.
I eat breads or noodles.
In India, it is a must-have tradition that you have to eat with your family during food time because it strengthens the family bonds. Do Japanese family eat together or do individuals eat at different times?
Uh,
Uh,
it depends on the family, but
but in the
it,
traditional way, we need to eat that with family. But nowadays, like it depends on family. Like some family eat at like same time, but other family eat at like different time or different days.
Specific foods that are considered must-haves for health and nutrition in Japan.
Which are must-haves in
Uh,
Japan. What you this you need to
Question number 6.
6
oh,
must-haves.
this was a
Sushis and
uh, rice, of course, and some like liquid thing soup or like miso soup.
miso soup.
Yeah, miso
Yeah,
soup and other like
wrap,
other thing to put on rice
like
to put flavor.
such as raw fish,
Yeah,
furikake. It's like furikake.
Yes.
Furikake is like uh
like powder
Seaweeds?
you put on rice because
yes.
rice don't have flavor. So to put flavor, we use furikake or like other things.
In India, praying to goddess Annapurna before eating food is considered as a very beautiful tradition. Is there any god or goddess or any tradition that you follow before eating food in Japan?
So we need to pray before eat and after we finish eating. Like
Yes.
so before eating we say itadakimasu, and after we eat we say gotsusama.
Gotsusama, yes.
Gotsu-
Itadakimasu means heavenly food, right?
Yeah.
For thank
Bless
you.
our food.
Yeah, bless our
Yeah.
food, and gochisousama, which is after we finish meal. It means thank you for the food. Yes.
In India, the cultural food of India and fast food like burgers, pizzas, all of them are eaten in large amounts. So in Japan, is cultural food more valued or fast food?
Which is more eaten here, fast food or
uh
traditional? I think traditional food.
traditional food
Traditional
is more
food
eaten.
is eaten more because it is more healthier and
And like Japanese people think fast food is oily and junkies, so we eat fast food only when we don't have time. Yeah.
Sohini ma'am, I have a question for you.
Okay. Okay.
How
yes.
much have you changed living for so many years in Japan?
Yeah, so a lot of my food habits have changed. Over here, there's something called onigiri, which is a rice ball, and that is a very handy food. So whenever we are in a hurry, we have to come, like we don't have time for cooking in the morning, and we get it in all the stores. It's a very healthy food. It's a rice ball with some stuffing inside. It could be fish, it could be vegetable stuffing also, and you can easily bring it and you can eat it anytime. uh, and you can give it to your children. For the children over here also, they also for their lunch and all, they carry onigiri if required. That's one of the easiest things. And then earlier I never thought I would have raw fish or have sushi, but the freshness of the food over here, the quality of the food over here is so good that all these there's no smell, and it does not at all. In India we are very used to like saying that this place smells like a fish market, but here even the fish does not smell. So because it is very fresh, so it's very different that way. And also regarding the timings, the Japanese people have their dinner at around 6:30 in the evening, and so even if you don't have at 6:30, but maybe before 8 o'clock we have our dinner here mostly.
And maybe that is why they are so fit.
Yes, because you have to do all your work over here by yourselves. You don't have help, and Japanese people overall, their their longevity is the highest. They live very long, and it's not about living long, it's about living fit. And I've seen most of the people, even in their 70s 80s, they're still working over here, so that is very encouraging.
And Christmas is just ahead. So
Yes.
what are the preparations, especially in terms of food, that Japanese people do when Christmas arrives, or New Year arrives, or any special occasion arrives?
I think
On Christmas, we like just prepare.
Yeah, so
We do the same, and when the New Year comes, we have a bento. We'll have a bento called osechi, and there we have some like specific foods like
like shrimp and other.
shrimps, seaweeds, and
Like
kamaboko.
maybe seafood, like
mostly seafood.
yeah, seafood.
Seafoods.
So bento
Any
is,
questions from-
it's like a tiffin, what we call. So over here, even in school, we have the children having bentos. Even the school provides to the children who take it. So the food is absolutely, the calories are measured. They have everything starting from rice to, if they are vegetarians, they'll have different types of vegetables. They'll have fruits. If they eat meat, they'll have different kinds of meat, fish, everything. So everything is very balanced, measured. So every day the bento box comes with calories written on it, how many calories the children are taking, which food has how many calories, what are they eating, everything is mentioned clearly. So and anywhere in Japan you go, any food you buy, you'll have the details written on it.
Okay. And India, we use a lot of oil and ghee and a lot of spices we add it to the food. What about the spice culture there, ma'am, in Japan?
Ma'am, over here, they also use spices. So there is something called the Japanese
Yes.
kare rice. In kare, they use a few of the spices, which, but that is limited. It's not that they have something that thing every day. Maybe once a week they'll have that, but most of the times they will go with the raw food or the boiled food that way.
Ma'am,
They
any
use a lot of
questions?
soyu. Soyu is soya sauce. A lot of soya sauce is used, and a few more sauces are used. That's it.
Any questions that your children want to ask our children?
You ask about them about their food.
Yeah. Like
Come here, you can't see your face.
other than like wait, so what? So other than like rice and like other than rice, so Indian people also eat rice, right?
Yeah.
So other than what? Other than that, what like you?
So what he's trying
yeah,
to say is, other than rice, what do you eat?
yeah. What do you eat like?
So I want Agrima, my student from grade 7, to answer this question. Agrima, please go ahead.
Good afternoon. Myself Agrima Srivastava of grade 7th A. And in India, we eat bread, which is roti, also known as. It is made from wheat. It is made from wheat flour and it is available in different types of flowers like multigrain or any other flowers like millets and etc.
Naan, no?
Yeah.
Over in Japan, naan is very famous. In Indian food, then naan is quite famous. So they have seen naan. So I'm just telling them it looks something like that.
It's so good to hear the Japanese people also eat naan.
Yeah.
Not only Japan is also a fan of naan.
Yeah.
You may ask any other question if you have.
Uh, 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 like how many meals do you have in a day?
So I want Naksh to answer this question.
We only have same meal like breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Sometimes snacks after lunch.
Oh, okay.
So usually how you eat in Japan, same as our eating pattern. We also have 3 meals in a day. Sometimes in between lunch and dinner, somewhere around 5 to 6 p.m. in the evening, we have a small snack so that we can sustain our eating. Usually, eating patterns in India are on a very longer side of the day. We don't eat, most of us don't eat quite early in the evening. It varies from family to family. Some people eat early by 7, some might take it to 8 or 9. Some might even take it any more longer in the night. So it depends per family. It is not a very objective thing that this is the specific time that we eat. Dinner time varies from family to family. Even breakfast choices, lunch choices also vary from family to family. We have a wide variety of dishes that we eat as a part of lunch and that can be also taken as a part of dinner. We do not have specific dishes only meant for lunch as you people have. And definitely, Japan is much more upgraded when it is in terms of calorie count and calorie intake because Indian food is known for its spices and oil and ghee and fat content. And we look for taste in food. And Japan looks on health and nutrition in food. It is not like we altogether avoid the question or the amount of nutrition a food can give us. But definitely, taste plays a very important role for Indians. So
Right.
we have a lot of fast food also that we eat. Have you ever tried any Indian dish apart from naan?
None. I've
Butter
done.
chicken.
I've tried in my one of my friends. He's from India, and I've tried something called
Biryani.
virat
Biryani.
Biryani.
biryani. Uh, it was good. Yes.
You have tried anything, Seita?
Sri Lanka. Oh, no.
Sri Lankan food. Okay.
Okay. So anytime soon you visit India and we'll tell you how many dishes are available. You'll take one full year to test all the dishes. And still the list of the dishes will not stop. It is such an exhaustive list in Indian food cuisine. Any other questions you want to ask?
Yeah. Seita wants to ask.
Usually, how many like spices used in one dish? Like
How many?
how many types of spice?
Okay.
Like
So I think I will be the best person to answer this because I can cook also. So we use a lot of spices starting from coriander to chili powder, turmeric powder, cinnamon, clove, garlic, ginger, green chilies and red chilies. And there are dry spices, powdered spices, there are whole spices that we use in our food. It's like used in everyday meal. So we have a kind of a platter where we have bread prepared out of wheat. This is our staple diet. You have rice as your staple diet. Our staple diet is wheat. So India is divided into sections: North India, Southern India, Eastern, Western India. Okay. So northern part where we are situated, our school is in northern part of the country where wheat is a staple food. So we eat bread prepared out of wheat flour. So wheat will be a major part of our diet, and then we'll have a curry that is commonly known as a sabzi in India. A curry or a vegetable stew we will prepare. So, and then there will be lentil. You have lentil soup, we call it dal in India. So that is also very spicy. And everything, all the curries have a lot of spice because we look for taste. That would, all the senses have to be satisfied when we are eating. The sight, the sense of sight has to be satisfied. The sense of smell has to be satisfied. The sense of taste has to be satisfied. And if all three are satisfied, that means the food was deliciously cooked. The food was well prepared. If even one is missing, that means
Food was not good.
food was not prepared well. This is how we eat.
Absolutely. I was very surprised when I first asked this boy that what is your favorite food? And he told me it's natto. So natto is basically fermented soybeans, fermented. So if you smell it or taste it, you will not get any flavor, and you will not feel like eating it. And then his mother also told me that since childhood we've been feeding him this, and they have grown up eating this, and it's a very very healthy food, extremely good for health. So every morning almost they eat that for breakfast, the natto and rice. uh, and uh, believe me, if you probably and any of these children are giving that, they will not be able to eat at one go. You have to acquire the taste over the years, so which happens.
We need to develop that kind of taste. When we go to
Yes,
southern part of the country, especially India, there you have a lot of fermented food. Like
yes.
dosas are made of fermented batter, idlis are made of
But
batter.
that has,
But here is not.
you make it very tasty again with oil, with spices. This is just bland, fermented that way.
Okay, so it's kind of a medicine, not food. For us, it will be a medicine.
Yes, yes, yes. And,
Ma'am,
but
it
for
was.
them, it is their favorite food. Yes, that
So
way.
how did you find talking to us, both the boys?
How was it talking to them?
Interesting.
Mm.
It was so interesting. I I know about other countries people, other countries like food and tradition. Yes.
Okay, okay, very nice. Uh, any other cuisine apart from Japanese cuisine that you like to try and you always have eaten? You are a fan of?
Anything else you like apart from Japanese food?
Noodle. If it is noodle, I can eat any.
It's Chinese.
Yeah. Chinese.
Maybe Chinese food is something they like.
Yeah.
Noodles.
There's many Chinese food in Japanese.
Yeah.
Japan. Yeah, American food.
Okay, Yuran likes American foods, eh?
Yeah, I like American foods.
Okay.
Um,
Burgers, tacos, all that you like?
yes.
So, I want to ask a very important question. One last question from my side. What is a typical day of a Japanese student? How does a typical day of a Japanese student look like? A grade 7 student or a grade 6 student, how would his or her typical day look like that? What all activities does a normal Japanese child perform during school?
You come to school.
I come to school.
What do you eat and come like that? When you get up, start from the morning. What do you do in the morning?
I get up in the morning and I just I get up in the morning and
You'll say next.
I eat breakfast that is provided by my parents, and I I I like I wear school uniforms, and outside is very cold, so I wear extra like 2 or 3 jackets, and then I go to school. Yes.
And then in school, you have your
Uh,
break time. What do you eat that time?
on lunch times, I eat miso soups and rice bowls. Just like today, I had rice bowls and
And then
miso
after
soups.
you go back from school, what do you do?
After I go back to my school, I I sit on. I just
You have your classes, right?
yes, I take some classes and have dinner.
So, ma'am, in Japan, sports and music is very important, compulsory. So, apart from school, they also have several sports classes that they take outside the school time. So, typically after school, they go for their sports or some kind of music classes. And after that, in the evening, once they're back, they have early dinner and they sleep early. Okay, Sita also wants to say his routine.
Uh, Almost Japanese people, like almost like Japanese people usually wake up at 6 o'clock, then have breakfast, but maybe most of people don't have shower at morning, and we will have a breakfast usually I don't have, but like my mother has like my family is having like some hot drink and rice and some like something to put flavor, and after that we will go to and after that we wear uniform, then we go to school, and in school we have snack time and lunch, and
Where's the break times? I'm so sorry.
Sorry.
we have snack time at lunch, and at snack time I usually had chips or some some chocolate and other thing, not fruit. And lunchtime, I'm making my lunch, so
So he
I'm-
cooks his own food.
yeah, and I'm getting rice bowl or sandwich, and after school, as soon like we I reach home, I will eat dinner, and at dinner we eat miso soup, rice, and some other like other thing. Mostly we get Chinese food or Korean food. Yes.
All right, ma'am, and you must be wondering when do they take a bath? So over here, the bath is generally taken at night. So after they finish their dinner, they'll have their bath and then they'll sleep. So that's the pattern.
Sweetie ma'am, I'm so grateful. We all are so grateful that you joined. You took out
Oh, ma'am,
time from
it's
your
my
time.
pleasure, ma'am.
And both of your students. Thank you so much, ma'am. With folded hands, I want to thank you.
Oh,
On
no,
behalf of
thank
it,
you so much.
Bhiwadi India team, I want to thank all of you. Thank you so much, ma'am, for joining, for giving us time. Namaste. Thank you so much.
Thank
And
you. Thank you so much. Thank you.
Thank you.
thank you so much.
you.
Thank you. Thank you.
Okay. See you. Bye-bye. Bye.
Bye. Bye, miss.
How was it? How was it?